Happy.
We're happy.
Are we going left over here?
Yeah, no, we're going left, yeah. I can't find Greg and Lucky.
Well, no, you're not going to find it on the radio. It's online.
Oh.
Welcome to episode 6 of the Happy Hour. This is Lockdown episode 2.
Yes, we told you in the previous one, we recorded this when lockdown happened on the Thursday, the 26th it was the day, I think, yeah.
So if some major world events have happened, the world has broken out into a mad land, this has still been scheduled to upload, so you can really have a happy hour of a different time.
Yeah, but we are here. We do this every week, 1 hour of us just trying to keep you happy, entertained, and just looking at the world in a different way.
Yeah, I think sometimes we get a little bit bogged down with everything that's going on, and especially now in the current state of the world. But even when the world is running at a normal kind of speed and pace and everything, people tend to forget that you can be in control and you can choose to be happy.
I gotta tell you this, man. This just hit me.
Ooh,
Like,
that sounds very serious.
No. It's like, so this whole coronavirus thing is happening. The world is in complete isolation. Everybody's gone into their bunkers
Lockdown
in their houses,
periods
whatever.
or whatever.
But in a sense, and this sounds wrong because I do apologize, obviously, in the sense of these people have passed away, which is really sad. But in a sense, in a way, maybe the world needs this so that we can correct ourselves, so we can fix what we as a society have a problem with, like the people, the hate against race, culture, religion, ideas. You know what I'm saying?
People being rude, unappreciative.
So we can just maybe, and also nature, because we've seen the stories about nature. Like, we just maybe the world just went, oh man, we need to shake it up. Like, something needs to change. And it's
I think that the world will come out better.
Yeah,
but it is going to be very tough. I think it's only going to get worse. So I think people need to prepare themselves for that and need to understand that there's nothing in our control that we can do with it, other than try and work through it, get through it. And also remember, we also tend to always think about ourselves. But the thing is everybody's going through this. Every single person, from the CEO of companies to the president to the person.
To show you that Prince Charles is it. Got it.
Yeah.
Is it like to show you that like also Chad Leclerc, like it's not a disease that's just
Cameron van der Berg.
So Cameron van der Berg. It's not to show you that just lower class people or just see everyone is getting this. Everyone is being affected by this. Yeah. Every country. It's and it obviously.
Think about. Don't think about yourself. Think about the fact that everybody's dealing with it. My boss, he responded so badly to the problem. Well, he's also dealing with it. Like, he's struggling with it. He's trying to get through it there. Yeah. So we'll try and make this a happy hour.
We will definitely try. We've got a lot coming up on the show. Obviously, as always, game changes.
Yes, we're going to be asking the whys, the important questions that people aren't asking.
Fun fact, as always, trying to find out if the world has fun facts or just facts.
Yeah. We'll get into that. We've got Shit Tank coming up in a little bit. We're going to make 2020 your most interesting year. And you've got something for show and tell that you think is special today.
Yes, it's special today. Hopefully it'll be as special as I think it is. But let's see. Let us see.
Oh my God. Well, are you going to show me? Did you go get a piercing? Where's it?
Nope.
Where's it?
Did I tell you my wife won't let me get my ears pierced? I really want to get my ears pierced. Why? Well, she won't let me put earrings in.
So you can have them pierced.
So they're already pierced. They pierced forever.
Yeah, I remember when you came to work that one time with a diamond. It was a.
I just feel like I was like, I really wanted it, and she's like, no, don't. You're not having that. But yeah, but hey, that's how it is.
That's just one of the things.
I've got my own problems.
Let's get into the happy hour. Remember, we love it when you get involved. You can DM us, message us on Facebook, and be part of the happy hour. Time for game changers. This is where we come across things in the world that are literally changing the game. They're making things better. They're changing it. They're making it different. You've got one. I don't have any game changers at the moment. My life has been game changed by COVID-19.
Speaking of COVID-19, we're obviously bound to the couch, our own homes. And I found this out the other day. I was in the house and the TV was on. The news was on. Trying to keep, informed. And I was on my phone watching a YouTube video on Eminem and trying to scrolling and then seeing other videos, whatever. And then a notification, my phone just went boop, and it just came up and it said, would you like to watch this on your Samsung? And it named the
TV?
And I was like, what? And then I pressed, okay, click, and it just comes up on my Samsung.
Does it take over whatever's on the TV?
Whatever's on the TV. Just completely, just boom, done. So it's got two, so I've got two different Samsungs. So one in my bedroom, one over here, two different models, but it just brings it up. And then, like, then I'm there now watching it. Then I come to this TV. Do you want to bring it up here? Yes, boom, brings it up. Close it, then turns that one off. Turns that one off.
So, what do you have? Do you have to have your location settings on or Bluetooth on? Was it because you're all on the same Wi-Fi network?
So we're all on the same Wi-Fi network, but also my because it's not a Samsung phone, so it's a Samsung TV.
Yeah.
But my TV and my YouTube is connected. But I didn't know it was connected. I think I connected it once long ago.
For your bratty nephews who were watching Fortnite videos.
Exactly, bro. But I was like, it's such a game changer because if you're at home and you're looking at something that someone sent you, you're like, no, listen, I need to see this on big screen. Boom. There it is.
Even screen mirroring. I know it's not new, but screen mirroring, like, I can't say that without having a little bit of a wisp.
Screen mirroring.
Screen mirroring.
Yeah.
Whew. If you've ever gone on holiday and you're taking some photos on your phone and you're showing the family, brag, and then you can just screen mirror straight to your connected TV. And then the pictures come up big, like proper nice.
Yeah.
And then you swipe one too many times and they see that picture of your winks, and that's why that side of the family doesn't talk to me anymore. That is a game changer, though.
Yeah, so that's a game changer for me, and I was like, but we have so much at our disposal nowadays, and so much like here, bro. Like, there's really, I mean, nothing to complain about when it comes to technology-wise. We are hooked up.
Yeah, it's something that's been said so many times, but during COVID-19, we've been told stay at home.
Yeah,
stay at home. Only leave a house if it's essential and whatever. Yeah. I mean, this is the biggest thing we've lived through.
Yeah.
Our grandparents were not stay at home, go to the front line.
Go to the front line.
Go to war.
Listen, I'm not really kind of a front line kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm more of a back line.
I can tell everyone what's happening here.
Yeah, I can like peel the potatoes for everybody if you like.
Listen, I don't really know Hitler.
I watched that movie 1917. It's by a guy called Sam Mendes. He's the same guy who did Gravity, I think.
Yeah.
Great movie, and it just made me realize, like the game has changed. The world is so soft and easy, and I know sometimes people have to step up to the plate, and we are very privileged.
Yeah.
So our lives are a lot easier. But I mean, literally going to your death for something that you don't like,
you kind of maybe believe in, like,
just man dying for an ideology. Whew.
I could never go to the front lines, man. I mean, as gangsters I look.
Oh,
no, should be no.
with your earring in, when your wife says that you can't wear it. Oh, yeah, just don't tell my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a game changer. This could be your last fun fact you hear for a while.
As you obviously know, we're in lockdown, but it is the last fun fact we've recorded.
Yes, we haven't been able to meet up with Lebs again to record our fun facts. So as soon as we can, we will do that. When Lucky and I just do the fun facts, it just feels nasty.
It's
like
not
we're tuning
the
each
same,
other.
because we just tune each other and say, no, yours not good, yours not good. And it just becomes redundant. And so we like to have a voice of reason.
Yes, the rose amongst the thorns, and we also separate.
Ironically enough, that's Lebo's Twitter handle is Rose Saboka.
Second name's Rose.
The second name's Rose, yeah.
Did you know that, or did you just repeat the words right after me?
But
anyway, here are the fun facts. We separate the fun ones from the regular old normal facts. Welcome to another episode of the Fun Fact. This is where we try to separate the fun facts from the regular old normal facts.
Yes, this is Greg, this is Lebs, I'm Lucky. We're trying to do the world a favor. Fun facts or no facts.
Well, no, I like regular facts as well.
Yeah, regular facts, yeah.
We've taken it upon ourselves to read all the facts of the world and then bring you the best ones.
Not all of them, because
I haven't done that much. I'd love to say I've done that much research. But okay, can I go first?
You go first.
Yeah. I feel like I should.
Okay.
I'm not too confident in my fact being fun, but it's still a good fact. So years and years ago, you remember the Lord of the Rings movies came out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone got all excited. New Zealand tourism went through the roof.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You know they had hobbits, the little short people.
Yes.
I'm looking at Lucky here more than Lebs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lebs, have you seen the movie?
Not once.
Okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. If you haven't seen the movie, I'll explain. There's some characters which are really, really short.
Yeah.
They're like half the size of regular humans, and then there's other characters that are really, really tall, like they're like giants and
Yeah.
beasts, and it was a secret about how they filmed it, and no
Okay.
one wanted to reveal how it was.
Yeah.
The fact is, they filmed the scenes with the short people and the regular sized people, all based on perspective.
Okay.
So have you ever seen that art that they sometimes do on floors where like the guy makes a painting?
Yes, and then
But it's over a long distance.
It's exactly how you have the same things at Super Rugby. So when we see the camera from Super Rugby, you can see the Super Rugby. But when you're on the field, it's actually this long painting.
Yes.
So it's exactly
Do you understand
the
what I'm
same.
saying,
So the
Les?
camera's at such an angle that when you look at it, it looks fine. But at a certain angle, you actually see it's quite long.
So in scenes, what they would do is they would make the guys who are the short people stand like hundreds of meters away from the other guys, so that from perspective
It looked like
they
they were
looked
tiny
like they
people.
were little tiny
You've
people.
also seen those things where people are like, the guy like gets in his car or whatever, and he's about to drive around like a Ferrari, and then the one guy like goes and he takes the car, and he's like, and it's a small actual little car because of the perspective.
It's all about
that
perspective.
you're looking at. Yeah, and I mean in cameras it's like close and far depth of field.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
So sometimes the actors would be looking at each other, but they would be hundreds of meters apart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know if it was hundreds. I mean, like 60.
That's a cool listen. I'm a fan of the. I mean, Greg made me watch it last year. Was it? You like to sit down, just watch
Well,
it.
I didn't have a gun
did.
to your head.
I
I
loved
was-
it. No, I did. I loved it though. So I enjoyed that. That's actually quite cool because I thought that they did some CGI stuff.
So no, it wasn't CGI.
But imagine communicating with the character.
Well, so they said
Because
they
the
said
one's here and the other one's there, but they're talking to each other.
yeah, but they're doing their lines
they're doing their
regardless.
lines. Yeah.
So they said one of the things was their line of sight was like it was because they would be like, I'm looking at Gandalf's eyes.
Yeah. They're like, just look a little bit up. Okay, now I got it.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all. Okay, a fun fact from our side. Lebs.
Okay. Hot shot. Let's see what you got. What do you have?
I'm going to go first. I got a short one. So I'm
Go
gonna
for it.
I like it. I thought it was a fun fact. Sorry, man. My fact is
I'm not personally hurt. I didn't make the movie. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, it does nothing
It
for
means
me.
nothing for
Sorry.
you, yeah.
Okay. You're not going to bring it up with the gals.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
My fact is that the world is obviously overpopulated, as we know, and there's 7.5 billion people currently in the world. And those 7.5 billion people, every single human, if we stood next to each other, shoulder to shoulder, I don't know if that's a song, but yeah.
We wouldn't because you have to keep a meter apart to avoid the coronavirus.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But every single one of us could fit on the entire what is
Circumference of
what
the
are
planet.
What does America call
Continent.
their provinces?
States.
State.
Their state would fit in the entire state of California.
How
That's-
big is the state of California?
It's 500 square meters. 5,000. I think it's 50,000 square meters. So that
once again, a number I cannot
Yeah,
fathom.
I cannot fathom,
can't
but
Is it
also
like
fathom.
Gauteng
the idea
times
is-
two? Or is it like
no,
Durban?
it's-
Or is it
it's
like the
probably-
Western
it's
Cape?
probably Gauteng, and probably our neighboring provinces next to us. So the thing is that it's 7.5 billion people shoulder to shoulder
Yeah.
could stand. If we all stood next to each other, we could fit on the entire Californian state. That's how big
So if
California
the aliens
is.
came down and want to herd us all up,
They'd-
they'd herd us into California.
Everyone, go to
Shoulder
the
to
left. Go to
shoulder.
the left.
Shoulder to
Yeah,
shoulder,
shoulder to
and
shoulder.
then they put us down.
So that's the.
I'm going to say that's not fun for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
You think that once you've helped the brother out, you could get something, but okay. All right. Okay, well, that was, yeah.
Each fact stands alone.
It does. It does. So it's not a fun fact. Listen, it just shows you, for me, the reason why I think it's fun is because if you think about it, there's 1 billion people in China, there's 1 billion people in India, okay? That is 2 billion already. Then the rest of 5 million is spread out amongst the other countries or whatnot. But all those people, if you took all those people and you put them in California, the rest of the earth, there would not be one human being. And
What a
all those people
peaceful
can
place.
fit on the state of California. I think it's fascinating,
It is fascinating. It's quite interesting.
but it's not fun.
I'll give you a pity fun. It's fun.
No, don't give me a pity fun.
It's not. Okay,
I want
it's
a
not
hard-earned
pity.
fun.
It's fun. It's
I think she's lying.
Livs, you're 100% lying. Anyway,
Yeah.
what do you have for us?
Sure, I need to recover. Okay, so I'm going to ask you each of you a question.
Okay.
When you think, your thoughts, is there someone narrating your thoughts? Or are they just non-verbal?
Morgan Freeman narrates my mind.
So there is a narration
It was then that
of
Lucky
your thoughts.
Duplessis
You would think
decided
it
to
would be
give...
more sophisticated in your mind then.
Answer the question.
No, I don't know. No.
Yeah, I think I don't narrate, but there's definitely a voice. I think I think it's like it's my
I
voice.
talk to
sort of.
myself.
I think I
but
sound better.
It's me. It's not like it's I sound.
It's
much
it's not
cooler.
a third person.
Yeah,
going,
it's not a third person like.
Hey,
"Oh,
Greg
Lucky,
thought he
Lucky."
told a funny
Yeah.
fact.
No.
No, not in the third person, obviously, but there is a voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you also.
Yeah, I
so
agree.
apparently, the fun fact here is some people have that narration and some don't. So some have just abstract, non-verbal thoughts, and some people have a narration in their head.
So some people have this idea that you're like, and then Lucky said something on the microphone.
No, not in the third
no.
person.
It's just if
the
you're going.
voice you hear.
Yeah.
So some people have that voice that they hear.
Okay.
Well,
Some
when-
people don't have that voice. It's just, I guess, like
I can understand. No,
images.
no, no.
You hear what I'm saying?
The first course I failed at university was linguistics.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they teach you is you learn about feral children, so children who've like grown up in the wild and stuff.
Yeah.
Somehow they
Tarzan.
got out of the Californian coop of 7 billion and then they were living by themselves in the wild and they were raised by wolves. Because they have never learned language. So they never learned a language. So their thoughts were in like different things.
Yeah.
In images. Their thoughts were in
images,
images, not in a language.
Okay.
So and as a baby, I'm sure you don't think in language. You're thinking in
yeah.
in different things.
In
You're
idea-
thinking in emotions and feelings.
That's
and-
actually why the reason children throw tantrums, because they don't know how to express themselves. That's why when they say
yeah.
to a person, "Don't act like a child," they're saying to you, "Listen, verbalize your ideas or your thoughts or what do you want." That's why, because children go, "Ah," or they cry, or they throw themselves because they don't know how to actually.
So, Lebs, are you saying there are some people
There are some people who do not have that narration
they don't
in their head.
they don't speak
have
in
that
words in their own head?
in their own head. Well, some people have more more voices than one.
Yeah.
But
Huh? What?
yeah, there are some people that have no
No,
voices.
okay, I'm talking to. Just hold
You
on.
look
goddammit.
lovely, Greg.
I
I'm
think
going
it's
fun. Yeah,
I'm going
that's
it's a fun
fun.
fact.
That's
man.
fun.
That's a fun
Yes,
fact. That's a cool lives. That's a proper one. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Should we start keeping score?
We should start keeping
We
score.
should.
And what I can do is I'll go back to the other videos and see what the score is, and then the next one
We'll update
we will
ourselves.
update and say where's who's where.
Because I hate
I'm
to say it, I
winning.
think Lebs is leading.
I am.
I'm definitely at the bottom.
If you don't think in words and you think in emotions and thoughts, please comment below
Let us know if you think these facts were fun. In fact,
and we'll do some more. And you can always contribute and give us some.
the greatest thing about our show and us is that one thing we love is storytelling and stories. And today, I have to tell you the story, Greg, because this happened to me, and I thought, the whole time it was happening to me, I thought, I wish Greg was here.
Ooh. Okay.
My wife gets a call from a lady, and she says, listen, she just wants to come and cleanse. She wants to come and show my wife a product that's about like cleaning and like really just, you know.
yeah.
So my wife's like, yo, listen, but you know, it's COVID-19. Like, and she's like, listen, we have taken precaution measures, whatever, blah, blah,
So
blah.
she comes.
So now I'm like, babe, do not let this woman come into our house.
She
Anyways.
gets in now.
No. She's like, well then, babe, you phone him back. So I phone this lady back. She gets to my good side. She's like, yo, I just want to really show you. I promise you it'll be sorted. It's something you need.
Can I just give you a quick side note? Like you were saying earlier about how gangster and hard and tough he looks. Oh, this man is a big softie. You can get if you can get past that hard exterior,
Yeah.
he is a big softie. He crumbles.
So she
So
arrives.
she gets through the hard exterior.
6 p.m. She arrives here. She's got a bag, and she's a salesperson.
Oh yeah.
She's here ready to sell us a product. She comes in, she says, do you mind if I use the bathroom? Cool. She's in the bathroom for what feels like an eternity. My wife comes and says, is she making number 2? Uno dos. Like, what's going on?
Yes.
No, she's looking at our family photos on our corridor.
Oh, is that where you lost her?
Yeah. Anyways, she then comes through here. She sits down.
Makes herself comfortable.
She sits, and so I come sit here, and I want Bianca to sit here, so I don't have to sit next to her. She sits here. Now Bianca sits there. Our child is here.
So that's Lucky, then the sales lady, then Bianca. So she's in the middle of both of you in the corner of the couch.
She sits down and she starts telling us this. She gives us the sales pitch about her product.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a salesperson, the thing you do in life to make money is sell. And you have to do it well because otherwise you don't eat. She is selling us a product that is, it's called O3 or Ozo or whatever. It's a machine that you plug into your house and it gives you a higher oxygen level because oxygen heals you quicker. Like, like Springboks or whatever. No, this is honestly true though. So
I've
if you
just got the biggest grin on my face from your description of what this thing is.
This woman is here and she's selling us this product, but now she takes 45 minutes to tell us what it can do, how it will do,
it's
whatever.
just a little machine that you plug in that oxygenates the house.
For 45 minutes, she hasn't told us what the product is. She's told us what the product does. Now at 45 minutes, now I'm getting strappy. Now I say to her,
it's 6:45, I'm hungry.
Can you please tell us what this machine is so I can, I'm sorry, but we want to know. Oh, sorry, this is the machine. She takes it out. It's a vacuum cleaner. This is what it looks like. It's a vacuum cleaner. It's got a nozzle that you plug into, like, your pool thing, your creepy crawly.
Yeah.
This thing blows out air. It takes your air and it modifies it into the air that you need.
So it filters your air in your house.
So I go, okay, cool, sweet. So this is it, yeah. So she shows us how it works. I'm like, cool. Okay, what is it? What are the prices range from? Now, can I just say this? The machine that she pulled out was not brand new.
It was the demo machine.
No.
It had been to a few houses.
No. This machine looked like it was from 1995.
When electronics get that yellow color instead of the white.
Yeah. I said to her, so this is the machine. She goes, yeah. So I go, okay, cool. How much does this bad boy go for? Now I'm thinking, okay, 3, maybe 5.
5,000.
No. Yeah, that's what I thought. This thing goes for 20,000 rand. So I say to her, so she goes, cool. So you guys interested? I said to her, I'm sorry, I'm not really interested. She goes, why? So I said, to be honest with you, I've got to be honest with you. This is a machine that doesn't look like a new machine that you're selling me that filters air, and this air that comes out is supposed to be the new air that's going to heal my family. She's like, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Greg.
You're like, I've worked in the comedy business and you just did a 45-minute set and the punchline was terrible. I'm worse off for it.
Greg, she wouldn't leave after that.
Oh no. Well, that's probably part of the sale.
She left at like 8, bro. She stayed here and then she talked and she was telling us about this. Eventually now I'm like, oh, no. Then the best thing happens. My son poos his pants.
Oh no.
Then I'm like, yes.
Gotta go.
Hey, listen.
Dad number 1 here. Gotta go change the diaper.
He's the boy, he's pooed. We're gonna next time, thank you. Oh, is there anyone that you can refer me to? Yeah, I've got a Greg's number. He might like one.
Thanks. I knew. I can't believe that. I applaud anyone in sales, but if you're selling something.
Oh no, I forgot to tell you the most important part. Sorry. She did not know any of her information. Yeah, and then it's got this. Listen, like it blow. The air comes out, and then it comes back, and then it.
So I think our air in Johannesburg, that's where we record this, is bad. But I mean, what kind of Fong Kong product are you trying to sell that you've got windows that are open? What are you going to do? Recycle the air and it just disappears.
And then it becomes good air, and this air will heal and change. And
okay, actually, Dory lady, I saw a palm reader. I saw a caravan on the corner. I'm going to go there and get her to help me because.
Well, I'm going to get a nebulizer for $500 and I'll be fine. Like. Yo, dude, it was hard to get.
That was an unhappy hour of you sitting on the couch with it. Why is there hate? Why is there crime? Why is there poverty?
Isn't that a Black Eyed Peas song? Why?
No, that's Where Is the Love? Why is the love?
Yo, but in the song, he's like, why do we?
Oh, the hating.
Why is
Apple the Apple, one of the other guys.
The two guys no one knows.
What's his name? Apple the App and her. Oh man, come on.
This is not a game of let's try to figure out every Black Eyed Peas story.
I'm actually doing a quarantine quiz. And if you're listening to this, I'll give you a little heads up. One of the questions is definitely going to be about the Black Eyed Peas members. Check out our Facebook page. We'll have updates there. Lucky's going to design us a nice poster. Thursday night, 6:30. It's our quarantine quiz. It's the super happy fun time.
Quarantine quiz.
Yes. Well, it's a happy hour. It's an entity of the happy hour.
Yeah.
Why we want to ask the important questions that nobody else is asking. And Lucky, I want to ask you this question. Why would anybody use this product? If you're on YouTube, you can see the picture right now. It's a brand of fat burner. I was in the clicks, panic buying. And I wasn't panic buying. And it's a brand of fat burner. It's called Ripped Freak. Why would you want to be a ripped freak?
I just want to go back.
A freak is not a nice word. A freak is not a good connotation.
Yeah. So let me just go back. Hold on.
Frankenstein is a freak.
If you want to know why people use fat burners, so obviously when you train or exercise, whatever, you burn fat. Why they've created fat burners is that it attacks the fat cells and burns them faster. That's why people use fat burners. So that's what that's for
That's
training.
what a fat burner is.
That's what a fat burner is.
Is it? I know you've never done cocaine, but is it? Is it?
Yeah, thank you.
Is it like? What do you mean? What's wrong with people who've done cocaine? What do you mean by thank you? What I'm saying is it like? Well, you wouldn't know, but I mean. When it's like rushing, like caffeine rushing. Or you're like on edge. I remember you went through a training stage where you were like.
I told Greg this. I used fat burners when my wife and I when we met. I used fat burners at the time, and it altered my mood so badly that I then later found out that so I would take it in the week, and I would be like. Up and down, on edge, my moods would swing like up and down. But then in the weekend, I wouldn't use it, and then I'd be like great with her, and we'd love each other, and everything was fun. And I felt and then I realized it was this. So fat burners are really, really bad for you, and they don't say that to you because obviously you're gonna get ripped, you're gonna get crazy, you're ripped freak, yeah. And it's absolutely terrible for you. So if you are,
so look, I don't want to bash the fat burner industry. I mean, if that's what you're doing, and if it's administered properly, I'm sure that's okay.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but no, it's so there's that brand that brand is like
that a famous brand?
It's like a Mercedes-Benz of brands.
Ripped Freak.
Yeah. Then there's one called Animal. It was probably next to that.
Okay.
Called Animal. And Animal, they came out with the original product, which was Animal Stack.
So now if you don't want to be a ripped freak, now you can be an animal.
Dude, the strongest of stronger. You know those guys are so strong they can't brush their teeth?
No necks.
Just like
They use this kind of stuff.
Yeah, they use that kind of stuff. Like it's not for intermediate, like intro people. It's like you're now you like to.
So I can understand for competitions.
Yeah.
Because people do that, then they want to look muscly and sexy, or as muscly as possible. But why would you want to be that shredded?
Yeah, it's
like where your veins are popping out. And look, and I say this if you're listening to this on the podcast, I am not what you would call an athletically built man.
Yeah,
I'm a skinny person, and I struggle to actually build muscle.
Yeah,
I've read up on the men's health when I went through an insecure stage, all about.
Why
the type of body type that I am and the diet that I would need to do, and I would have to be on one of those heavy eating diets because my metabolism's like
so quick. Yeah.
But if you're talking earlier on about Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'd say that's the peak.
Yeah.
Like or but people go over that, and that's where I think you become rip freak.
But can I say this to you? And I think it should be like that. When you go to a chemist,
yeah.
you can buy stuff off the shelf. And then if you need a certain drug, you have to get it over the counter.
Viagra,
okay,
lubricant,
and you have to get a script for it, right? It should be the same with free.
So it is administered properly.
Dude, like that stuff is not, because you know what happens is now, Jimmy doesn't know anything about gymming. He
I
sees
just go
this,
get it.
I get this, I use it, then I start freaking out. I like, because also you then start getting zits. You don't know what's going on with your body. You start to freak out. You then become addicted to something else because, and it's not administered right. We have to go through channels and that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, it has to be okay. Cool, yours very strong. You obviously know what you're doing. You can use this. Like if I come to the counter, they're like, you don't know how to use.
Why? Okay. Another why. Why can't I just take steroids then? Why must I? What's the difference between this and steroids?
Okay, well, what steroids is illegal. That's one.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, yeah. No, but steroids are illegal. But also steroids is you would take that with steroids. So steroids because
it's a whole combination.
No,
of
yeah.
fun.
So that would burn the fat. But steroids. So if I do 10 reps of 120 steroids, I can do 50.
Okay.
So then my muscles are just strong. You know, I'm just lifting the world.
Well, then you're really a rip freak.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry if you work in that brand or you are an extremely muscly person, but I don't understand it.
Yeah.
We're asking those questions. If you've got a why you want us to try and delve into, let us know. You can hit us up on Facebook.
And also, these answers of our whys are not scientifically proven. Please do not take us and like Greg and Lucky said, I'm ready now that I'm ripped and I'm sure ready to use rip free. Please,
yeah.
do not.
And if you're going to sue us, please don't. I mean, we don't even have anyone to push record on the button.
Oh yeah,
we'll delete this if you get that angry. Now is the time to put our sales skills to the test. This is Shit Tank.
Greg and I both have taken a bowl. We've put a whole bunch of things inside of the bowl, and it's things that we don't like. So this is stuff that Greg doesn't like, and I have a minute to explain to him why this is not as bad as he thinks.
Yes. Get in there. Let's have a go. You got 1 minute to explain it. You got to sell it to me. What do you think one of these things could be? What is one thing that I really don't like? There's just so many.
I don't know, long pants.
Oh, I mean, these things are oppressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't like long pants. Okay, well, what do we got there?
Oh no, action movies. Greg fucking hates an action movie.
Like, it's gotta be hella good.
Like, if you wanted to torture him, Fast and the Furious 9.
You know, the first movie I went on a date with my fiance, we went to the Fast and the Furious because it was the first time we were going into prestige cinema, and I was like, oh, it can't be that bad.
Which one were you watching? Fast 5, 6, 7,
I watched
8?
the one where Walker dies because there was a lot of hype around that.
Okay, all right.
It doesn't make the movie any better. That song was big though. That Wiz Khalifa, Charlie Puth.
Yeah,
See you again.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 minute. You're gonna sell me on action movie. Now remember with this. You need to sell me. Don't sell the world. Don't sell. Just sell me action movies. You've got 1 minute to go.
Listen, action movies are not that bad. Action movies are good because it just shows us and humans as a whole what we can do and what we can achieve. And it's great because it shows little children that anybody can stand up to whoever. Eventually, we can fight that thing that is oppressing us or breaking us down.
It's about family.
It's about family. That's the great thing about action movies. It just lets your mind wander. And the cool thing about action movies is when you're watching it, you don't have to think a lot. It's just mindless, useless, fun, eye porn, and you can just enjoy it. You don't have to be like, oh, okay, which character is this again now? Hold on, is he the guy that robbed? No, because it's very simple.
Here's the baddie. Here's the goodie.
He taking his wife. He's gonna kill him, but he tied him up, and now he's gonna leave the room, and then he's gonna escape, and then he's gonna kill him later. And that's why action movies are great.
Okay, well, there you go. That's your time. Name me a great action movie that I'll love.
Okay.
Bearing in mind, I saw the new the third edition of Bad Boys.
Oh, yeah.
They had over 10 years to get right.
Yeah.
I don't think they got it right.
Do you think 2 was better than 1? Well, 1 was great because it was the it was the first cool
origin story is always the best.
Yeah.
It's the first time. It's like the first time you do certain things.
Well, I mean,
I've never done the Die Hards with Hans Gruber.
Dude, Die Hard 1, 2, and 3 easily one of the greatest.
1, 2, and 3. Is he on like Die Hardest now? Like an advert for Viagra.
Yeah.
Die
Hard. No, the Die Hard, the 1, 2, and 3 are really good. 3 is easily one of my favorite.
But now, what are they on?
They're on 5 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like listen. Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll give it a go. But I mean, like, I couldn't dare watch
what is
Steven Seagal.
What is your
Because my parents didn't have DSTV for a long time. So
watched a lot of
I had a lot of ETV movies sometimes.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh my hat! Like that was not for me. Bloodsport, anything like that is a hard no.
Did you not enjoy that?
I've watched one Jean-Claude Van Damme movie that I've liked.
Which was?
And I was 16, or I might have been like actually 12 when this age limit was 18.
Yeah.
It was called Universal Soldier.
Oh yes.
And he and Dolph Lundgren are soldiers that have been brought back to life.
Yes.
And they're like machines.
Yeah.
I was 12 though, so I mean, you can understand why I enjoyed the action movie.
Yeah, what's there not to like?
They were swearing.
Yeah.
There was blood. It was incredible.
Do you even enjoy Terminator?
No, I've never watched the Terminator movies. Yeah.
You've never seen Terminator.
Maybe I'll do it as my 2020 interesting things. One of them is watch a trilogy. Maybe I'll watch Terminator.
Can I tell you something about me and movies? So there's also, it's a reason why I like sometimes stupid movies like this is because that one character reminds me of a time that was just sweeter when I was young, when I met my brother, and it was like life-changing. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he can do no wrong by me. It doesn't matter what he does. I will support him. He was Mr. Universe, which was great. He was the governor. He was the governor. But dude, every one of his movies, even this one, the kindergarten teacher, where he's a kindergarten
cop.
So, dude, it's so good. Twins, him and Danny DeVito. Like, I love Arnie is my guy. He's my guy. I'll watch Arnie anytime.
So you'll be back for Arnie. I couldn't resist. You know, in life, we all take a lot of things for granted. You take some things for granted. You take the love of your parents for granted. You take a whole bunch of things for granted. One thing I've taken for granted, and it's really made me appreciate it so much more, not having it, because of the situation in the world at the moment. Sport. I absolutely love sport, and I think I underappreciated it. You know, because they give us too many sporting events. If you're a cricket fan, there's so much cricket. The cricket calendar is packed. The rugby calendar is packed. They're trying to
soccer calendar is packed.
The soccer calendar is outrageous.
Okay, so in schools, in my school, especially when I was in high school, we had seasonal sports. So rugby is a winter sport. Cricket is a summer sport. So you knew that. But back in the day, even in the 90s, there was cricket season and then it ended, then rugby season and it ended. And now there's sport that intertwines with this sport and that. It's so much. And dude, I said this last year. I said, there's too much bloody cricket on. How much cricket can one person watch?
There's the Australian T20 Big Bash, there's the Bangladesh Bash, there's the West Indies Bash, and then there's a South African, our internal T20 one, and then we've got our whole domestic league, IPL on top of that, and international fixtures.
Yes. So and I got so angry, but now I'm like, I wish.
And I understand cricketers need to eat. I mean, that's where they make their money.
Exactly.
But I just want to say out to all the sportsmen, everybody that's ever worked in the sports industry,
sports people.
Oh man, I really, really appreciate you, and I took you for granted.
Yeah, dude. I actually I'm now like,
like I'm thinking of things to watch back, and I think SuperSport is creating like packages.
They've got a lot of good highlights. There are great highlights on, but there's nothing quite like a live
action sport. But I want to, and I really got into it last year. Was the women's FIFA 20?
Yeah, it was really good. The World Cup, the Women's World Cup was really good.
I was blown away by it, and it just shows where the world is in such a good place. That like everybody watched it. I remember Oak sending me like, dude, did you see Netherlands play America? Like, and you were just like, what? Like it's so that's awesome.
Like, I was just thinking though, like, you know, it's such an important thing in humans' lives. So even from a child, you get put up against another person in sport, and the person who is best will win. Yeah, that is such, and I just think that we're like, oh yeah, whatever. The years and hours of practice that go into this kind of thing, the mental stability that it builds. Like, just imagine being like Caster Semenya. Yeah, Caster has had to go through this hell of a change, and everything she's had to deal with. Now she's even changed from the 800 to the 200.
But also, dude, listen, this is what I've always said. That if you're going to do your child a favor, make sure your child plays a team sport once. And the reason for that is why when you're in a team sport, you are responsible for the team. You have to.
You're responsible for yourself, your own role, and the team.
So you go, like my dad used to be like at the end of a rugby game, how did you think you played? Yeah, I think I played well here, but I did this. And he's like, okay, so how can you fix that? And he'd ask me questions. Then I'd know. Yeah. Next time I go in, and he'd be like, remember, you got to think about that pass. You've got to look for the other guy, see if he's got a gap you've got to cover. How did you think the team played? Yeah, like he played well, okay, but as a team, okay, cool, this is what you guys got to fix. And you then learn, like, okay, cool, like, it's not just about me, it's also about the team, and where's our weaknesses? This guy isn't making all the time.
And that is, I think, an allegory for human society. Yeah. Society works better as a team. Yeah. They say some chimpanzees can't get, so they've got like a maximum capacity in a troop of like about 160 that they can manage, and then the troop dissolves in a sense. Like it'll either break off and some people go somewhere or whatever. Yeah. We've got 7 billion people because we cooperate and because we can handle that. And I think sport teaches you how to do that.
Dude, sport is one of the greatest and most amazing things. And I tell Greg,
and you were never any good at it.
I tell Greg this, like, I love rugby and played rugby at school, but the greatest team sport.
Tell everybody.
The greatest team sport.
Tell everybody.
Is rowing.
Oh no. Oh. Lucky also played Craven Week. don't shy away from it. He loves telling people. It's been 0 minutes without incident.
Oh God. Anyways, but yeah, rowing. Team sport, rowing. Right. Because rowing, and I explained this to you, the guy in the front, whatever he does, the other team, the guys behind him have to do in sync. And if they don't do it in sync, the boat collapses or breaks or catches a crab, and you then lose. So
catches a crab.
A crab is when you put your blade in the water. Oh. And you catch a crab, and then it rips.
I was like, that is really wild that you could actually catch crabs while you're rowing. Are there that many crabs on the bottom of the ocean bed or the river bed?
So that's it, and that is a sign to show that we have to work together as a team. Like the motion, and you look all in front of each other. I look what he's doing. He's looking. Yeah.
For me, team sports, any sports, whatever it is. I just appreciate it, and I appreciate the work and effort that people go into.
So sports people, we miss you.
I mean, yeah, we do. Because when I hit the golf course, there are a lot of hits on that golf course. Usually over 100.
Question, Craig.
This is something we're trying out. In order to make 2020 our most interesting year, I had to fold a lot of cranes. I folded 100 of them, and there's a question that we have to answer inside each crane.
All right, so this is the question from this crane.
What is the question?
19 out of 100. Do you have any regrets? Tell us. Oh, so both of us will answer this.
Oh, I love saying no regrets.
Yeah.
But I do have regrets about something, but then I learned from it as well.
Okay.
So maybe it's not a regret.
Okay.
In primary school, there was an incident where I just got out of hand and I bullied someone a little bit.
Shit, yeah.
And I regret that. Like, it's horrible being bullied. I've been bullied. and I think I made the person feel really bad, and it wasn't handled well at all.
Did you apologize to the person?
Yes, yeah, but it was just a long and like troublesome thing.
Yeah.
And I regret that, I think. Because this is horrible.
It's
mean.
obviously it's terrible. It's mean.
Otherwise, other big regrets. I regret not hooking up with some horrible looking people. Because would have been experience. Would have been experience. I think I could have probably upped the numbers.
Yeah.
I think I could have.
You got to get those numbers up, man.
Yeah, I think I had some rookie numbers, and that's maybe a regret.
Yeah.
I know that's not good advice, kids, but it's maybe a little bit of a regret.
Okay.
You?
Dude, I regret.
This is a very heavy hour.
No,
it's not a happy
it's,
hour.
I really, and this sounds weird, man. Like I'm dyslexic, and I didn't read a lot in school because
I can't read
it
good.
It took me forever to read, to learn, like not to learn to read, to read a book, to finish a book.
Yes.
And therefore, because it took me so long, I then stopped reading.
Yes.
And I regret not continuing the process or whatever and just doing it. And there's so many, now what I'm trying to do is play catch up. So like all the great classics that everybody read when they were younger, I didn't read.
No, I think a lot of people don't read a lot.
Yeah, but I'm loving it now, and I found an outlet for me for reading. I use Audible instead of actually reading the books. I use Audible, but I regret not just buckling down and doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And instead of just
I've actually heard you say before, like he said to me, he's gone, oh, I wish I wanted to learn as much
as I do now.
At school as I do now.
Like now.
If you were hungry.
Yeah, dude,
like
now.
You're hungry
like
now.
now, I make sure that I'm like learning something new or trying something to like to grasp or to like Greg and I are always like talking about space. That's all. If it's not sport, it's space. It's like, but like I just wish I had that yearn for learning that I have now.
So that's a little bit of a regret.
You know what I'm saying? That's a bit of a regret. And then, dude, I think I was a naughty shit.
Oh, so you regret being that naughty?
No.
Well, you've learned from it.
No,
I mean, that's also
I've
a
learned
thing.
from it, but I think I regret. I've got to be honest. I think I regret. I'm a very outgoing person, but I didn't spend as much time as with family that I did when I was younger. And I wish I had.
Well, I don't understand.
So I was more out. I was always out.
Oh, when you were a teenager.
When I was a
But you were in
teenager.
boarding school.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
like
going to put you out.
I look back at it now sometimes, like when we were like on holiday, like I was always like out with my friends and not family at home.
Should we do another question, Crane?
No, that's a great question. Okay, we can do another one.
Well, I just feel like that one was very hectic. Another crane flying in. Okay.
What is a crane?
It's our national animal, the blue crane. Isn't it? Our national bird.
National bird, yeah. National animal is the springbok? No?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Our national flower is the
Protea.
Oh, can I tell you something cool that I love about
National
South Africa?
chokers, also the Proteas.
You're such a dick.
Okay, what is our question on the question crane here today? Is it a happier question?
What has been your most adventurous sexual encounter? Jesus. Dude. What has been your most adventurous sexual encounter?
Oh, wow.
Me and my wife on our boss's desk, definitely.
On her desk? The bosses?
Yeah, not her boss.
Yeah. Okay, but you and your wife are a little bit out there. One's at a friend's birthday party.
Oh, yes.
That was long ago. Long ago.
Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Well, I had a happy birthday, I'll tell you that. But it was so out of the blue because I know some people, lucky, you're up for that.
Yeah.
For me, I'm more of a safety of the kind of, and this was a little bit of a rush.
Let's go to the bedroom.
Yes, but we weren't there. Oh, that's it. Those are the question cranes.
We'll do them again next time we do the podcast.
Also, you can add questions. If you've got any questions that you think we should be asking, hit us up on Facebook and I'll pop them in the wing of one of the cranes. They say you should never work with animals or children. And now, for show and tell, we've got Lucky's little son, Diego, in the show.
Yes, Diego, welcome to the show, boy. This is my son. He is 11 months. Actually, no, he will be in 5 days' time. He will be 1 year old.
Hey, Diego, I just want to tell you, little boy, I'm not going to buy you anything for your birthday. I'm sorry, I'm going to buy it for your daddy instead.
Yeah.
Because you won't remember.
But
unless you listen back to this, which I doubt you will.
But Diego's the show and tell I want to show. Diego, you're gonna help us out in this one. We want you to clap for us. Clap, Baba. Clap.
Oh, pressure.
Clap for Dada.
He wants to play with the mic.
So the thing is, the reason why is so in the last week and a half, he's learned these three things. So clapping, waving, and clapping and high-fiving.
I saw him high-five you earlier.
Yeah, so you can see. High five, DX. High five. High five. High five.
It's too much pressure.
Focus. Oh, high five. Okay. Okay, yeah. So this is the reason I say don't work with children, eh?
Oh, show and tell.
Come on, boy. You got to do it. You got to do show and tell. Clap for Dada.
It's okay.
Clap for Dada.
Your daddy's weird friend is here.
No. Clap for Dada. Clap your hands. Clap your handies.
No, too much pressure. Put far too much pressure on our little boy.
Clap for her.
Oh
my goodness. Okay. Come on.
Ooh.
So that's the tantrum I was telling you about. Children know how to
throws his head back.
Yeah, they don't know how to communicate. They throw their head back.
Dad, stop trying to tell me to clap. I'm not your show pony.
High five.
So what are you showing? You're showing what that his cognitive development has just flown.
skyrocketed. Like in the last 2 weeks, he's been able to do these three.
I was making fun of him. I remember. Well, not fun of him. I was making fun of you that he only knew mama a while ago. Now he's got mama down. He's got dada down. He's got high down.
Say hi. There we wave it. Clap. There we clap. Okay, and wave for mama. Wave.
No, he just wants the mic. He's just like his daddy.
Hello.
It's not an ice cream, my boy. It's not a nice thing to eat.
Well, that was what I was trying to show you, but he was doing it, like the baby.
So then for my show and tell, it's I'm showing you and telling you not to work with children.
As we come to the final part of our podcast, it is 2020. What are you doing with 2020 to make 2020 your best year yet?
Yes, the most interesting year. We've got a list of things. You can check it out on Facebook, Instagram. Lucky's got this up in his cupboard.
Yeah.
You are reporting back today.
I'm reporting back today. Listen, I'm making so many excuses, but I promised myself that when we restart the podcast again.
Did you walk outside barefoot again?
No.
Because I'm sorry, a couple of weeks back, Lucky did. I got a haircut.
Yeah.
You started off so strong.
I know, and then I just went bad, and I know it's an excuse.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
it's fine.
It's fine. One of the things is.
Oh, I can't even remember what he did. Hold your breath, folks.
Take a selfie. So this is a quarantine isolation selfie. We had to go get something at the shops though.
You are dead to me. This podcast's over.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So that's it. I took a selfie. B and I wearing gloves and our masks. So that was our 2020 most. It's on here. Take a selfie. Listen, I promise to do better by you next time. It's just the quarantine has been hard enough.
I said the podcast's over. I'm done.
All right. So I hope you,
Yes, thank you for joining me for the happy hour. We'll do it again next week. We're going to see what we can do. We might not be able to film things. Lucky and I have been considered an essential service by the government, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be essential.
I wanted to have meaning.
I always tell the girls that when I was young, I was trying to hook up with, I'm an essential part of your life.
No.
Get away from me, dude.
We'll see if we'll have another one next week as performed. Maybe we won't. We'll try and make a plan for you because we always want to keep you happy, at least for just one little hour.
Yes, but thank you very much for tuning in. Share it, like it, love it, send it to your friends.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe on YouTube. And till next time, thank you.